All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sara Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. Y'all, let me get in here. Let me get in here. Let me get in here. Bingo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sara Seti DVDs. Here we go. Classic and Jurassic DVDs, t-shirts and hoodies for the kings and the queens, African and Kemetic jewelry for the family. We got the necklaces. We got medallions, aunts, pharaoh heads. We got the Naga Buddha. We got the Cosmic Connection. We got the All-Seeing Eye. We got West Africa. We got holistic herbal tonics and remedies because health is wealth. That's right. Black Seed, Living Better, Immunity Booster, Natural Men Tonic. We also got home decor, accessories for every room in the house, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. We got you, family. KingSeti.com. And we have 25% off at this time. All you have to do is when you go to KingSeti.com, click the sales tab, and boom, all of those beautiful products under the sales tab are yours at this time for 25% off, family. KingSeti.com. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, over 900 videos on African heritage, history, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete. Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? The complete General Sara Seti website. Get your behind in class immediately. You feel me? Quit skipping. Highlighting too raw for YouTube banned General Seti videos. You already know that's fire. You see? You already know that's fire. The Black Woman is God video library series and catalog plus over 900 videos on African history, politics, and religion. We also highlighting the making of a nigga. So raw can only be shown on GeneralSeti.com. And of course, if we got the making of a nigga, we got the making of the white man. From the caves of Europe to the hills of Appalachia. And so, you know, this is a video catalog and library. So, you know, it's packed with nothing but shocking material. General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon, BPC, making noise. We never come, exclusive live streams, too hot to handle on YouTube. Just dropped. And tonight, part 2, I dropped part 1. Tonight was Ancient Egypt powered by vibranium-like stones from the Congo. Part 2 tonight. Do not miss that fire. You become a patron today. Get up there and pledge a tier. Don't make which one a difference which one you pledge. You gonna eat. You pledge a bigger pledge, you eat bigger. But I make sure all my family eat. Why ice people never worship sun gods? Where are the original books of the Bible? The ancient Egyptian origins of the Jedi Knight. We be doing it big on Patreon. We go where no mind has ever went before. You see? And so get on over there today, become a patron. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sara Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video, a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. All right. I see you. I see you, family. I'll check. Yeah. Yeah, it's going down. It's going down. You know, I'm pulling out all the fire. You know, you can tell some of these going to end up on Too Raw for YouTube. You know, you already know where they're heading. You know, there's gonna be some new ones on Too Raw. You know, I make the Too Raw lists every other day. You know what I'm saying? I get a warning like, too raw. But it's real, it's real. I come with the real. So today we're dealing with, can a spirit and a human reproduce a baby? You see? Because we've been told, I don't care whether it's nah, the thing is in the Quran, you know, both of them are deadbeat dad and shit. Where in the Bible, God kind of he claimed old Jesus. He claimed him. He claimed him. Allah don't want to claim Jesus. You see, and we're gonna deal with that too. Allah deadbeat dad. He's a deadbeat dad in the Quran, and we're gonna get on Allah. You understand? Making babies and running off. That's what he's doing. Allah making babies and running off. So let's get on it. Let's get on it. Let's get on it. Let's get on it. Let me see where it's at, family. As a matter of fact, I don't even believe it's on this one. I don't even believe it's on this one. Let me get it popping. Let me get it popping. Here we go. Bingo. Bingo. Here we go. Here we go. Nah, I'm gonna start there. Okay, let me get it. We're gonna tighten them up. We're on Facebook too, so you already know. You know how we do. Nah, I'll be dealing with it in both the Bible and the Quran. Okay? And so, my question is, Allah the Father of Jesus in the Quran? In the Quran, they don't say, they don't, Allah ain't got no offspring. To say that's blasphemous. To say Allah got offspring. You see? And so, I asked the question, can a spirit and a human reproduce a baby? You see? Now, this right here, coming up out of the Islamic background, the women, because Mary didn't have, she supposedly was a virgin. You see? And she ended up coming out, they hadn't seen her with no man, and, and out of nowhere, she popped up with a baby. And so the women of the city was like, when she returned to the city, the people gathered around her and asked, where did you bring this child from, Maryam? Maryam pointed towards the child as if to say, ask the child yourself. They began laughing and said, how can we ask a newborn baby? Suddenly the baby spoke. I am the servant of Allah. He has given me the book and made me a prophet. He has made me blessed. It should be me. He has made me blessed wherever I may be. Okay? And so Jesus spoke, and remember we talked about that. What Jesus spoke in the cradle. You see? And I showed you that the only place where that could be found is in the Gnostic book, The Infancy of Jesus. You see? And so that's the only place where that could be found is in the infancy of Jesus. Okay? And so we got to ask the questions, if God gave Jesus the book, what was the book? What was the book? You see? And so, the Roman Catholics, obviously, they just took some of them leftover Gnostic books that they didn't want, that they considered heretic, and they, took bits and pieces of it to make the Quran. You see? And so the question now, so what we have to say is that, when I talk about chaste, we'll be dealing with that word chaste. meaning abstaining from extramarital or from all sexual intercourse. So this is Mary. She was chaste, you see, but she ended up with a baby, you see. And so now the question becomes, because if you go to the Quran, we're gonna go down here. Which one it say? Okay, this is, I don't know what this is ayat. I get the surah. Wonderful originator of the heavens and the earth. How can he have a son when he has no consort? He created all things and he has full knowledge of all things. How can he have a son when he has no consort? You see, and so this is very critical. You see, this is very critical because you got these old patriarchal deities, and they sideways, because when you coming out of the African background, the deities got goddesses. That's just the balance of the universe. That's just the balance of the universe. So you can see they totally unbalanced, and they don't have no place for no woman. And when you ain't got no place for no woman, that leads me to believe, you understand, that you very well could be sideways. You very well could be sideways. And so I'm just going to throw that out there. But that just show you, coming from the patriarchal backgrounds, and you can see how certain cultures begin to develop. You see, when you become unbalanced like that, or I ain't going to even say become, you might have always, that might be your nature. You understand, to be unbalanced. You see, that might be your nature to be unbalanced. So it says that Allah didn't have no consort. You see, nah. Okay, and so now this is what I ask, because did Allah write the Apocrypha or the Gnostic books too of the Gnostics? Because this is where you find Jesus talking in the cradle. You see, this is where you find Jesus talking in the cradle. Now I want to get to one where it said, wait a minute. I want to get to the part where he interact with Mary. Right there. Here we go. I want to read this. Okay. All right. Quran 21:19. Let me get that. That's the one I want. Let me get that one. And let me read this to you. Right here. Okay. Quran 21:19. It says, verily, they hasten in doing good works and called upon us with longing and fear, and humbled themselves to us. And wait a minute. And also recall the woman who guarded her chastity. We breathed into her of our spirit and made her and her son a sign to the world. Now, you see, so and you always see in the Quran where they speak in a plural. It ain't no, we. So this is not no they scream monotheism, but I'm not stupid. You see, mono mean one. When you say we, that mean more than one. That's not, and so they always speak in a plurality, you see. But it says that we, or Allah, and whoever Allah might be, it could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different gods in one. We breathed into her of our spirit, okay, and made her and her son a sign to the whole world. Now I want to get this other one, 66. 12. And I want to read that one too. So Allah breathed into Mary. Okay? Picture that. Breathed into her. That was some bad breath. And I don't mean, no pun intended. You see, Allah has also set forth the parable of Mary, the daughter of Maryam, who guarded her chastity, and unto whom we breathed our spirit, and who testifies to the works of her Lord and his book. She was among the obedient. And unto whom we breathed of our spirit. Oh, so the other one said he breathed into her of our spirit. We breathe into her of our spirit. Okay? And so there we go. That was some bad breath. Okay? Now let me tell you something. It take a man and a woman to create a child. Okay? And so for all my Muslims out there that may very well view this video, I want y'all to hear me and to hear me good. Now, either he was a man or he was a woman. Or he could have been both. Now, he could have been a hermaphrodite. Whatever we got to figure out what his gender was. Now, most people say that he was a man. Okay? Now, the question becomes, where did Jesus get the Y chromosome to become a man? You see, males have one Y chromosome and one X chromosome, while females have two X chromosomes. Okay? And so, in order for him to be a man, hear me out now, hear me out. He had to have a Y chromosome. Now, if Allah breathed on Mary, breathed into Mary, okay, in his breath, he had to have a Y chromosome somewhere in order for him to be a man. See, when we understand, the thing is what I will not allow. You see, what I will not allow is for you to tell me, okay? Let me look you in your eye when I tell you this, Muslim. You see, you can't tell me that Allah, God created the world in perfection. You see, when he created man and woman, you see, he created them to fit like a puzzle. You see, no other way. You can't take it in nothing else and make that work. Now, it's not right. It's not right. Nah. You the one of them type of motherfuckers that take a triangle and they tell you, and you got that little box down there and they have all the, the different shapes on the, and you supposed to put whatever the shape, you supposed to push it through and shit. You the type of nigga that'll take a square and try to beat that motherfucker through a triangle. You see? And so that don't fit. You see? It don't fit. So when you look at a man and a woman, now this is supposed to be from God, right? This God from the beginning. You see? That's just like, I do that one. I do that. I won't even bring that one up because that's going to be a good one that I bring up at a different time. You see? And so when God created man and woman, he created them both having the powers to procreate, when they come together, to procreate, to bring life. There's no other way you could do that. And so the woman got the X and the man got the Y. So if that woman married, she had a baby. You see? I don't care if it's God or the Bible. I don't care if it's Allah. You see, if he breathed, if he took the place, because it's the only way you can make a baby. You see? So if he took the place, see, that's that double talk shit. See, they some double talking ass, them Muslim niggas. They some double talkers. You see, because they say Jesus is not God, but yet he's pure. He's 100% holy. You know, 100% holy. God damn it, it's angels that rebelled against God. So, you know, you even got angels that didn't, you understand what I'm saying? So when you talking about, they ain't even 100% holy. God damn it. Shit, Lucifer was they say he was the most beautiful angel of all angels, and he rebelled against God. You see? So even the angels is goddamn, you know, have the possibility to sin. And so here it is, Jesus. They don't want to say he's God. But you don't got to say it. You know, that's like, you know, that's your slick way of adding another deity in there. You see that you ain't got to say it. But when you say he's 100% holy, there's only one thing in the goddamn universe that's 100% holy. You see? And that's God. And I'm just dealing with in reference of religion. You see? In the reference of religion. Ain't nothing in the universe 100% holy but God. Now, so here you gonna tell me, let me deal with this. Here we gonna go back here again. How can he have a consort? Let me bring it up. How can he have a consort? How can he have a son when he has no consort? You see? That's just like them niggas get up there on Maury Povich and say, oh, that ain't mine. That ain't mine. You see? And then they come right on out there with that goddamn DNA records and nigga crying all over the damn floor because his ass is busted. You up on, you doing the Maury Povich on me, Allah. You doing the Maury Povich on me. You see? You know? You doing the Maury Povich on me. Let me see how we doing out there. Okay, making sure, because I know sometimes, you know, the Muslims, they get to crying and shit, and we had to get them tissues out for these niggas. You know what I'm saying? They get to crying, and you know, so the thing is, we're gonna sum it up, and that go, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna sum it up. You got to have a Y chromosomes, and so even in the Bible, you see. God, you know, he took it, so he had to have a Y chromosome. I don't give a goddamn if he took the place, if he became a man, you know, it's got to be a Y chromosome. That's just the way the world works. You see, it don't work no other kind of way. So what they do, this is the double talk. You know, Allah he just breathed into Mary. You see? And she was pregnant. I don't give a goddamn if you breathed on her, around her, up under her. She became pregnant. You had to, you had to donate a Y chromosome. Okay? And if at the least you replace the man in that, you know, in that divine formula of a man and a woman coming together to have a baby. And so if you took the place of the man in any kind of way, you is still the father. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. If it's your breath, okay, and I don't know no nigga gonna let their daughter come on and say a man breathed on me and I'm pregnant, okay? Well, you better get that nigga and his breath down here because we gonna be busting some motherfucking heads tonight until we get this shit together. You see, we got to straighten this story out. He breathed on you. Well, you get you and that nigga and his breath, and y'all get your ass in this living room and explain to me how this went down. You see, you're not gonna let no man tell you. You ain't gonna let your daughter come in and say no nigga breathed on her. Okay, you're not. You're not gonna let that happen. You see, and so and so this is it. Illogical is illogical shit. You see, you cannot roll with this. You see, you cannot roll with this. And this is one of the reasons why the Jews did not accept Jesus. You see, and now at least in the Quran, I believe she was chaste. Now I don't know if she was married. Matter of fact, let me see some. Let me check some. Okay, that's where they straighten it up in the Quran. You see, because in the Bible, God is an adulterer. He's an adulterer, and so that just so they tried to clean that part up because in the Quran she's chaste. She's not married to anyone, but in the Bible she's married. You see, and so that's even fouler, you know what I'm saying? Because now, and the Jews did not want to buy that. They say Mary had laid with the damn soldier, one of the Roman soldiers or something. That's what they tried to say, you know what I'm saying? And so, because ain't nobody going for that. You see? And so they, she committed adultery. And so on that note, they wanted to stone her. You see, they wanted to stone her because she was engaged to Joseph. You see, and for God, such a moral God, and I'm talking to any Christian, Muslim out there, because he got all type of laws in there that if a woman even if she's engaged, wait a minute. Let me, because I got time. I got time today. Let me do this. There it is. I didn't already, as soon as I put it in, that shit come right on up. Come right on up. It says right here. Now, this is Leviticus, I believe. This is Leviticus 20. It says, if a man commits adultery with another man's wife, with the wife of his neighbor, both the adulterer and the adulteress must be put to death. You see? You see? Must be put to death. Wait a minute. I want to get that one where it talk about the being engaged. Let me see. I might not be able to find it at this second. I had that last time I had it. I wish it would just come right. Okay. Let me see. If I don't, well, that's all right. That's all right. But even if you're engaged. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are engaged, you ought to be stoned. And so even if she wasn't fully married, she was engaged, and even if you engaged, you ought to be stoned. So this is a law directly from God. These are the laws that was given unto Moses and the Levite priests, and they put this before the nation of Israelites, and this is what God say, live your life by. You see, and he comes down and totally disrespected, but he willing to have you stone somebody for their transgression, but he can do it. He can violate another man's wife. You see? And then the motherfucker come to Joseph in a dream. Joseph, don't be mad. You see? He said, you know what he told Joseph? He said, Joseph, don't be mad. That which in Mary is of God. That's what he told Joseph. That's a cold motherfucker. you know, that's a cold motherfucker. Nigga, don't be mad. Nigga, that's God, nigga. That's God, nigga. Don't be mad, nigga. That's God, nigga. That's me. And Joseph say, oh, that's God. Oh, okay, God. I didn't know that was you. That's you, God. Oh, okay. Oh, we cool then, God. Let me know the next time you coming over, God. I'm going to make sure I have my shit up out of it. You just come on in. You know what I'm saying? Come on in when you just let me know it. I'll stay over to my homie's house and shit, Come on, God. Man, I tell you, man, this shit is ridiculous, man. This shit is ridiculous. This the type of shit you gonna tell a man. Don't be mad. Don't be mad with her. I'm God, nigga. You just a mortal man. I can do what I want to do. You see, you do it, they'll stone your ass. I do it, you shut the fuck up, and nigga, and when I knock on that door, you get your ass up out of here. That's just how it go. You see, and so this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Anybody that believe that is garbage. At least, in the Quran, they did the right thing because of his transgression. They say, we got to clean this up right here. This shit right here, we got to clean this up because this is a transgression. And so we don't even though it's still he's just a bum. He's just a bum ass God. He just don't want to acknowledge that Jesus is his son. I don't give a goddamn if it was breath. I don't care what it is. If it took the place of the man in that sequence of bringing a child to life, you, as that Marvin Paul would say, you are the Father. God, Allah sitting up in there on the motherfucker, and they say, oh, well, okay. And that motherfucker gonna come right on out with the DNA test. And all the Muslims gonna be out there in the crowd. And, and then Marvin gonna say, Allah, we have the results in. You are the Father. You are the Father, Allah. You took the place of the Y chromosome, which means you are the Father. Okay? And so the reality is, can a God and a spirit have a baby? We know damn well ain't nobody gonna allow their daughter, you see, and you married to a woman, she come in pregnant, y'all ain't been working out. You gonna say, and she gonna say, oh, it's God, and Go on and see God. Go stay with God. You see, that's what, and vice versa. Ain't nobody gonna go for that. You see, and that's why, most, the Jews, forsake that story and forsake the Christians for even telling that story, because nobody in their right mind would go for some shit like that. All right. And so, family, I want y'all to think hard about, why am I doing this? Because, we are in a serious situation as a people, and our thoughts and our actions, you see, have us where we at. You see, when you look out and you see the deplorable state many of our peoples is living in, and even the niggas that we think got money, that shit don't mean nothing. Them niggas is simple-minded niggas too. You see? And so your thoughts, what you believe, got you where you at. I want you to understand that. You see? If you want to change your condition, it starts in the mind. The thoughts, the things that you believe, the blueprint that you have set up for yourself. If you have one, many of you might not even have one. And that's another factor. Far too long, we have believed a bunch of bullshit. And it has deteriorated our situation to what you see today. Change your thoughts, change your beliefs to rational, proven, you see, thoughts, you see, laid out by your ancestors that have proven the information, have information that have been used by your ancestors for success, prosperity, nation building, not myths of ghosts and all of this. And, no, we can't go nowhere with this. And the one that come out of a mythological relationship such as this is your deity. You see, you are in a state of serious confusion. You schizophrenic. You're schizophrenic. I believe and I know, you see, that the laws of nature are laid out perfect, you see, in the harmony of the universe. And when you start to believe in shit outside of the laws of nature, because the laws of nature was established by the creator. So if the creator established the laws of creation, then anything that you know this for a fact, anything you start to hear, this is like step one. Anything that you start to hear outside of the laws of nature, irrational, you see, you should automatically have a mechanism that come along with your consciousness that shut that shit down immediately. You don't go on hundreds of years in a belief that is anti-natural and against the laws of nature. And so that's why I always ask you, you see, and I deal with, the definition of a thing as it has been laid out by creation. That'll show you what would be the outcome of any type of interaction with you and that thing. If that thing is fire and you understand the divine law of fire, if you stick your motherfucking hand in it, it's going to burn. And I don't give a fuck how many times you test it, it's going to burn. So that's a law. It's a law. You see? And so we are totally outside of the laws of nature, even in how we live, how we eat, how we believe, how we think. You see what I'm saying? And so the first thing we have to do in setting this record straight in our walk is come in to alignment with the laws of nature and the cosmos, killing the earth, killing life, being a brute on your own community. That's unnatural because life was put here to thrive and to reproduce, not to kill and maim. And see, not us, that maybe in the animal world, even the animals, they only gonna eat your ass if they hungry or you didn't came into to their territory. You see what I'm saying? Other than that motherfucker ain't just gonna go hunting for you for no damn reason. You see what I'm saying? That's an unnatural act. And see, so once you understand nature, the nature of a thing, and you understand the laws of as many laws of the universe that you can, and you continue to learn as many as you can while you here, you will be successful in your endeavors most of the time because you got reality on your side. And so before I get out of here, I'm gonna ask you this question, because a lot of people keep asking the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal for justice, for reparations, and all them other things. And the question got to become, is it in his nature to give it to you? Why do I say that? Because if it's yours, ultimately, if it's not in his nature to give it to you, and it very well may not be in his nature. It might be in the laws of the universe that he will not give it to you. And once you understand the definition of that man and understand it in totality, you will understand the possibilities in getting these things and how you can get them and how you won't get them. You see, and come to that reality and quit like a little mouse on the wheel, running around and running around and running around, pushing the ball up the hill only for it to roll back down again and again and again. All right, family. This is the General Sara Seti. We moving on. We got a triple hitter, and I'm gonna come right back. The next one up, I believe, is did Moses commit genocide on his own wife's family? You see, and we got to deal with that. I believe that is one of the ones I got up there. And so it's a hard thing because I'm just showing you the hypocrisy in this Bible, in these religions, in the Quran, and in the Torah. This is the general saying, Black power.